Now let us go for the second factor. A liquid pressure increases with the increase in density of liquid. To understand this, let us go through with one small activity. So here again we are going to take two glass tube. That means two identical glass tube we are going to take. One is A and other one is B. So here glass tube A and glass tube B, these both are opened at both ends. That means it is opened at the top and it is opened at the bottom. So hold them vertically and tie a balloon at the lower end of each tube. Now we have to tie balloons to the two identical glass tubes A and B. Here you can see like this, you have to tie a balloon for the two glass tube. Now observe carefully, students. Pour some water in the tube A. Here the blue color inside this tube A indicates water. Now pour some water in the tube A. Now pour mustard oil in the tube B such that its height in the tube B is same as height of water. That means now you have to pour the mustard oil, so both the height of the liquid should be same in the two glass tube. That means here you can see this level of the liquid in the two glass tube should be same, such that you have to pour. Now what will happen? You will notice that the balloon attached with the B bulges more than attached with tube A. Here this balloon has bulged more when compared to this. Here what will this indicate means the mustard oil exerts more pressure than water. So why the mustard oil is exerting more pressure on water means the density of mustard oil is more than that of water. So now what we are concluding is liquid pressure increases with increase in density of liquid. So here the liquid pressure always depends on the density of the liquid. If the density is less, the pressure will be less. If the density of the liquid is more, the pressure exerted will be more. Okay students, now let us move on to the consequences or effects of a liquid pressure. So first one is thickness of walls of dam is increased towards the bottom. So the pressure at a point due to the liquid increases with increase in height of the liquid column. You already know this. So here in this figure you can observe the thickness of walls of dam is increased towards the bottom. That means when we take the wall of the dam, the thickness is very large at the bottom compared to the thickness at the top of the wall. So the thickness of the walls of the dam is increased towards the bottom so as to withstand the increasing pressure of water. That means when the pressure will be exerted by the water, you already know that the pressure will be more at the bottom. That means in the liquid the pressure will be exerting in all direction, but the pressure will also be more at the bottom. So to have that pressure, the walls of the dam at the bottom should be very thick. The arrow in the figure shows the increasing pressure towards the bottom. Here you can see the arrow increases that the increasing pressure towards the dam. So here you can see in this figure. So if this is a dam, you can see here the walls will be very thin at the top, but the walls will be very thick at the bottom. Why it is very thick at the bottom means because the bottom has got a very high pressure. To have the capacity of that high pressure, so the walls are built in a very thick. So now, do you know a liquid seeks its own level? The height of the liquid in tubes of different areas of cross section always remains same, although volume of liquid is different in different tubes as shown in figure. This is called hydrostatic paradox. You have to remember one thing, only hydrostatic paradox. Here we have taken an apparatus which is made up of a glass. You can see in the first case A, it is made up of like a cone shape. In the figure B, it is bulged a little bit. In the figure B, it is curved. And in the figure D, it is of the water tank type. And in the figure E, it is of the glass type. It is all interconnected to one another. Now I am going to pour some liquid from this top A. What will happen? So here the height of the level of liquid in different tubes will remain same. So we will call this as a hydrostatic paradox. So second one, if a body is immersed in liquid, the pressure of liquid on the bottom surface of a body is more than that at its top surface. Due to this difference in pressure, a force acts on the body. So force is equals to difference in pressure into area of surface of bottom. The upward direction is called beyond force or upthrust. So here what you have to remember is that pressure of liquid on the bottom surface is more than at its top surface. So the force acts on the body in the upward direction. We will call it as a buoyant force or upthrust. So here you can see this figure. The ship is going in the sea or ocean. So here a force acts on a body. That means a force is acting on the ship in the upward direction. That means liquid is exerting a pressure in the upward direction. So we will call that force as a buoyant force. This is the why the ships can easily go on the water. So these are the things just you have to remember in your mind, and it will not be asked in your exams. So and third one is that pressure at any point inside the sea or ocean is much greater than at its surface. That means a pressure increases with increase in depth. This is the reason why the deep sea divers wear specially designed swimsuits to counter high pressure. So when the sea divers are going deep inside the sea, that means they are going in depth, the pressure will be more. So to overcome this pressure, the sea divers will be using a designed swimsuits. So here you can see this figure. In this figure, the sea diver is going deep in the sea. He is wearing some swimsuit. Sorry. Okay, students. So far in today's class, we learnt about the liquid pressure, and in the liquid pressure we learnt three things. Liquid exerts pressure at the bottom of the container. Liquid exerts pressure on the sideways. Liquid exerts pressure in all the direction. And we studied about two factors of a liquid pressure. One is the height of the liquid column. Other one is the density of the liquid. Apart from that, we studied about the consequences or effect of liquid pressure. That means why the bottom wall of the dam is thick compared to the top wall of the dam. So these are the things we studied in today's class. Now we will solve few problems based on this. Thank you, students. Stay home, stay safe.